This is it. TSM are your champions.
This is the last game of the playoffs. We had Beacon this game. Did we? Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It looks like we had beacons. I don't remember.
I don't remember what kind of loot we had.
I think
we had
double white blue. We definitely had double white blue because
I think you had white armor to like zone 5.
Yeah. So we had beacon, double white blue. Zone was really far away this game, so we decided to loot up or try to loot as long as possible, since zone was pretty far away. I don't think there was crafting west frags because we would have probably went there to craft ourselves. Actually, no, we left. Did we left early this game?
I mean, I don't remember.
Actually, no, I think we left early this game because we wanted to try to get the balloon spot that we usually do. But someone got. Oh yeah, we tried to.
The zone was the one that ends on dome.
Yeah, it was a very south zone, and I'm pretty sure we played. Yeah, because we went to the same spot the previous game, and I messed up. So I think I wanted to go there again, because it looks like a really good spot, and we can like get kills and stuff like that. So we actually decided to leave early. Depending on depends on the zone. We would like depict on whether or not if we leave early or not. Even though the zone is like pretty far away, and we should have probably just looted up instead of like leaving early. We tried to get in the spot early, but it kind of actually bit us in the butt here, since we didn't get the spot we wanted and we left with like mediocre loot. So right here we typically, you want to get to like a high ground spot as quickly as possible so you can get as far as possible with the Valkin.
You guys remember what guns you had?
I had
wingman. I had
R3
and a shotgun, I think.
Yeah, I had a wingman.
Yeah, I had wingman PK, which are like decent guns.
So right here we saw that people were in the balloon spot, and then we also wanted to go to the that room right there where the other team landed, but we were hesitant because we weren't sure if somebody was inside or not without us landing like on top of them. So we basically lost both like priority spots that we wanted, and now we're also stuck with double white. So this is like probably worst case scenario right now that you can possibly get. But right here I don't remember the like where crafting was, but I'm assuming that there wasn't any in like sight, and I feel like I didn't want to get caught on edge trying to craft with double white, just in case we ran into like I don't know, since it's this like a south zone, like Furia would be playing edge, or like Team Liquid, or even C9. So I just decided to like, let's just get into zone somehow, like second zone, and we tried to level up armors with the wingmans. So right here we're just talking about spots, where we can get what could be open.
We're just kind of chilling, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Like maybe a team flies in and we can kill them, something like that.
Yeah, because at this point in the game, like if you do anything drastic, like Valkulting again, or try to like push like deep in the back of the zone, you can just like die for it.
Yeah.
Everyone just kind of just holding a position now. Yeah, like just because we're in match point, like usually teams swap comps and stuff like that, but we won the game before we were even on match point, and we were doing really well. So I was like, there's this swapping comp is just like the like the worst idea possible, and as soon as you like start switching stuff up, it like since we were in first place just because we want to win the game, you'll just eventually just like lose points, and you just gotta play normal. Like you can't force to win. You gotta like let it kind of come to you, if that makes sense.
So we actually got like pretty lucky with that Valkyl. This is not a bad spot at all. Except rotate in. Yeah, it's not like an end game spot, but to play here and wait for something to happen, a lot of teams Valkyl for where you're pinging right now, that south launch site building.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 or 5 different playable spots.
Yeah, right here we wanted to play like the doorway, or like we've done this in scrims where we would like just walk up later on and like fight the team inside the building from this doorway right here. But there was also another team already there trying to do the same thing that we wanted to do. So right here, I was just kind of bullying them, trying to get blue armor, which I already did. With
But you did have armor.
no,
I think you
yeah,
took Evan's armor.
yeah, because I was
That's what that
farming
was.
it. I was farming it. We had
Yeah.
double white blue, and I got mine to blue. Then I swapped to Evan, and I couldn't get the blue until like we Valk ulted later. But basically, right here, we like I said, we wanted to play the big door, but somebody else, like another team, was already there, so we were just kind of farming them for armor. Eventually, I realized we can't go this way. We have to go a different direction, because nothing's gonna happen here if we just, you know, keep bullying these guys. So that's the plan. Basically, the whole time, like the whole point of like this early game is trying to get blue armor, and try to get as close to third zone as possible, so you can Valk ult like as late as possible. Definitely no nerves. Like
Yeah,
it's
there really wasn't nerves.
Yeah, I didn't have too many nerves either. Like my first few games were pretty nervous, but I think after like the third game, I was settled in.
Yeah, usually like it's either prior to the game or like during the first game, and then after that for me it's completely fine.
Yeah, mine is always before we play, and then once we play, like the first game, it's just, I don't know, you just like walk in.
Yeah, the first game's
Makes
always
sense.
the worst for me. Jitters wise.
Here we're just like scouting, make sure nobody's. We thought we heard somebody, but they were underneath us running. But they were running right below us, and they went to respawn beacon and rezzed. So right here, like, it's just like way
Oh,
too
yeah.
risky for us to take a 2v3. Even if they rezzed, even if they rezzed two guys, like it's still like really risky for us to take. Even a 3v3 against a team that like got two respawns, because kind of like the zones here, everyone's like paying attention. So like even if any commotion happened and like anybody, like even if nobody got down, we would get third partied. So we just like stayed away from the respawn and just kind of went our own way and try to craft some batteries, because we were pretty poor in this situation since we left early to get a spot.
Yeah, we had like no bats, so we just bubble the crafter, be safe. You can't really die, bubble the crafter. And there's not really a risk of a team just pushing you right there. No bubble.
So right here, we're moving to this spot because we have more angles, a lot more things to like be able to see. It's a higher.
Hold out the north side.
It's more likely to like you pull the like you'll be safer here longer than the other spot, since the other spot was like on the edge of the circle compared to this one. So we moved to this one.
Yeah, it's
later.
pretty crazy that all the side buildings were open.
Yeah, we were really surprised that this was open too.
We gotta have like all
This is
one
a
side
good
for free
spot.
almost.
We're coming in from the west side.
It's
You
because
can
usually
hold out north side,
because
and
I
you
think
force them to go on that northeast side.
I think it's because usually Sentinels plays this, and this game they didn't play this. They went to the dome. That's why this was open.
I don't really like playing dome early
Yeah.
on this
Well,
zone.
they
I mean,
just
we've
got-
never been able to do that personally, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
that
I've
good.
never been able to do that.
Well, it's good for like guaranteed points, but like to win the game, it's like almost impossible because you'll just get pinched eventually over there,
Yeah.
which is what happened to them, and they died for it.
I
That's
think
kinda
this
like-
next zone is when the game starts heating up and we're doing like actually doing some stuff, finding some kills.
Yeah, I remember you guys were just getting. I feel like you guys got like 3 or 4 picks with the wingman here.
Yeah, we did. Like
Yeah,
people
the
flew
wingmans
in,
were
like
hitting.
yeah, people flew in like bottom on site, and Jordan like just farmed them with the wingman.
Yeah, I was watching our backside the whole time. I was pretty much on backside duty this whole game when we were rotating through, so I was just like, just chilling.
Yeah, so
shoot too
depending on our guns, like depending on me and Evan, like our guns, we decide who's, you know, gonna be anchoring and watching our back, mainly. So I had a wingman, Hal had a wingman. So me and him are out looking for damage, looking for kills, stuff like that. Well, Evan, I think he had short range weapons.
Yeah, I had an
so,
R3 with iron sight. So, like I didn't want to waste ammo shooting people a mile away.
yeah, so him holding north side is just more efficient for us in this situation. And the reason why we're running wingman is because we didn't really like have a variety of weapons we could choose from. Honestly, off our drop, we were just getting really bad loot. Right now we're just chilling, waiting for some damage. You know, we're on 1 white, 2 blues. Hopefully get our armors up soon. Blue is like the minimum you really want to have, but you know, purple isn't too hard to get. It just depends on your meds. Like if you look, Hal has four cells and probably like 2 bats. If he goes out and takes a bunch of damage to get like from blue to, you know, just to like get damage on his blue and, you know, maybe have like 100 left or something to go to purple, sometimes it's not worth it because he could use like 3 cells and have 1 cell at that point and not even have purple armor.
If you have white armor, then you for sure upgrade your armor first.
Yeah, that's
then
the only
craft
time,
batteries.
in my opinion.
But if you have blue armor, then upgrading it is not worth it. Just craft batteries. So right here we get free kills. I don't know what SSG is doing, but they just flew in. You see, this is what happens when.
Yeah,
like,
I picked up 2 kills on SSG right here.
What SSG did is what I talked about earlier, like trying to force, like when everybody else is just kind of sitting in a position and you Valkyl, like you're the only team Valkylting in, you just die for it. Like everyone's just stalemating, and you're the only person moving, and you're just gonna, like, everyone's just gonna shoot you to death. Even if the spot, like even if they got to the spot they wanted, which is like the crates, the blue crates, like they're just gonna get focused so hard from like 5 teams, you're just gonna die eventually.
Yeah. Another thing about the wingman is has really good ammo conservation. So ammo is a big issue in comp when you don't have Loba. Like if he was on a light gun, he would have used like so many more bullets just to shoot those guys that were crossing.
Yeah.
Compared to like the 10 that he used. So in comp, wingman is really good for getting those armors up and conserving your ammo.
Yeah, I feel like you guys both have the newfound love for the wingman this journey. Like, I feel like both you guys are running in more.
Yeah, both the games that I'm pretty sure I ran wingman, we won.
Yeah.
Well, in scrims we try like a bunch of different like comps, just because, not like, I don't know, nothing seemed to be working. Like I was just kind of like trying stuff out just because we could, and we really gained much if we played Wraith. So it was until maybe like the night before or the day before I like finally decided like I'm just gonna stick to Wraith, basically, because these are all just like comfort picks. Like I'm comfortable on Wraith, everyone's comfortable on Valk, and Jordan's, you know, comfortable on Gibby. So, you know, we didn't really have like enough time or like experience on like other things like crypto and Ash or whatever else it would maybe.
Were we the only team running this comp?
Yeah, yes, we were the only team that ran Wraith, and I don't even think that's like, even like, it is stronger to have like the only team to run Wraith, but I don't think it like, even if I played Ash,
I don't think so either.
Even if I played Ash, it would have been the same outcome.
But I think we have 3 kills now so far.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to hit one shot to get. I don't know why I popped the cell here. That was a waste. Should never pop a cell when you have like 10% of your bar like missing, especially with white.
Yeah, unless you have
like,
a lot of cells.
Unless you you have a lot of cells. I'm just desperately trying to get blue armor because right here, this is like, if I could easily die out of the air. Like if we Valkyl and I'm getting shot at with white armor up in the air, I could just die in like 3 shots. So like, I'm trying to like, and if I land and I get naded or something, I could just instantly blow up in half a second. So I'm like just really trying. I'm trying to get blue armor, but without me having to waste all my cells, because I have 3 cells and probably like 2 bats or 1 bat. So at this point, I'm like, I can't get it. I'm just gonna, you know, risk it.
So our game plan is our Valkyl thing.
Yeah,
we already called that we're going to Valkyl, because look, the zone is coming in, and but yeah, we're forced to Valkyl here.
Like basically everyone's in our way. If we try to run it, like I'm probably gonna die trying to like walk the zone instead of Valkylting. So right here, I basically see like I'm about to see a team like land right next to the egg, and I'm like screaming like land here because there's like multiple things happening. Like this team lands next to the egg, another team behind us already bubbled. Like we can just pinch this team like with the other team that landed the egg already. So we pinched the team inside, which is Sentinels, and we eventually kill them with Renegades. Renegades is, I'm pretty sure, is the team that's opposite side of Sentinels, right next to them here.
We used all our grenades on this team.
Yeah.
I
Basically,
remember
the whole
I hit like two 100 damage grenades on that team.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything, so we set so many nades, and they only had that one bin for cover.
like
That's why we didn't want to play that early, like
Yeah.
the dome. That's why we were saying it's not great, because they just got pinched right there.
And so the whole point is to like be the last one like Valko, so you can gain information and like figure out where to like pinch or like land to pinch a team. And like right here,
We knew we needed a loot right here. We had no meds.
or like right here, we realized that like, you know, stuff is like starting to like even out, or like fights are starting to even out, and we're in a bad spot and we're running out of meds, like Jordan said, and we had to push a direction. So I told them to give you out this direction, this is complexity, and take the fight. And it was just a perfect fight to take. They got crypto ulted and Gibby ulted, so they're already somewhat low when we pushed them. And the fight was you know, pretty good for us. Nobody got down, which makes like right here in this situation, like this is where it's like highly like if you don't like when you get to top 10 or when you get in a situation after this where you're alive and it's like 4th zone or 5th zone, this is like the highest chance of you possibly win the game, and you have to be the team to like make a play or like push people away from you, because if you like if you let the game play for itself, there's a high chance of you like dying for it. So like if you push and like make plays yourself, then you know you put the game in your favor basically. So like right here, that's why we push complexity and kill them. You know, we're pushing teams into each other so we could, you know, gain space and clear our back and stuff like that. So
We're just waiting for this team to fight up here so we can third them. And also, we're like keeping mind of, you know, the teams over by the dome area so they don't mirror us. Which would be like them just following right behind us and just killing us right after we kill a team.
Yeah, I think Renegade was going in eggshell, like while we were rotating around that side here. They weren't really moving around too much, which was really good for us. If
Yeah,
if they'd walk on their backside, that could have been bad.
So Evan got a pick right there on Liquid, so we portal up to try to secure this high ground position. It's way better, and there's a ton of loot here.
yeah, again, just pinching.
We're top 3 at this point. So this team had no bubble. It's free kills, 100%.
Not here. Okay, go ahead.
You can go ahead, yeah. This is yours.
Okay, so basically we realized it's 3v3, we all call it, and like since I'm Brave, like I'm like the perfect character in this situation to gain as much space and like angles as possible. Like I knew that Renegades, I knew like ever since, you know, before we pushed complexity, like I was paying attention to Renegades, which is the team right here at the end in the eggshell. And I knew they were playing passive the entire time. Like they never like try to shoot us in the back or like, you know, play aggressive at all. So like I felt like I was like pretty hesitant because I wasn't sure if he wanted to wait for the zone to start moving, or do I just walk up and just end the game before the zone even starts moving. And I basically just like carry the mentality of like that whole game, and where we have to like kind of create the game ourselves in our favor. So I like
Plus this angle was really good right here.
And like I have a head glitch here, like I'm Wraith, even if I got pushed I could just queue out.
Off that damage, we called a push.
Yeah,
since
I dropped Gibby ult,
ult,
force the bubble. Evan jumps in the bubble, free kill.
Yeah, they basically lost since like they never played like aggressively. They just played so passive and just lost to angles and just die eventually for it. Like mainly their Valkyries are like the main reason why like they didn't really win that game. If Valkyrie like challenged me, like took a 1v1 on me, or just played aggressive at all, they could have had a chance. But since he was like passive, we got away with it easily.
It basically let you control the whole map.
Yeah.
And just walked out and died.
Yeah.
You gotta be active in this game. You gotta take control.